Like I promised you, we will be treating so many questions on exponential equation. This is part 3 of the video. If you have not watched the part 1, you are free to do that. Part 2 is there. Just subscribe. You will get a lot of solved questions from SSCE, JAMB, and related examinations. Now, this question is another interesting one. 1 over 3 raised to the power 5n times 9 raised to the power n minus 1 times 27 raised to the power n plus 1. Like I said, your target is to bring them to a common base. And definitely from the look of things, the common base here is going to be 3. Let me start from this one. So, to solve this, remember that this one here means an inverse rule. So this actually means 3 raised to the power minus 5n times 3 raised to the power 2 open bracket n minus 1 times 3 raised to the power 3 open bracket n plus 1. Now notice that there is no equality sign here equal to anything. So you should be careful in cancelling the 3 so that we don't mess up our calculation. Now when you look at these numbers, you will find out that you have 5n and n. So and you have 3, 3, 3. The 9 common base of 3. So the simple thing to do there is just take 1 3, follow the rule, minus 5n times, we now go with plus. When common base multiply, you add their powers. 2 times n is 2n. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 3 times n is 3n. 3 times 1 is 3. Now, if you look at it very tactfully, you observe that minus 5n plus 2n plus 3n. Now, for the benefit of average learners, like I keep saying, this platform is for everybody. Let me rearrange it so that you can get it clearer. 5n plus 2n plus 3n minus 2 plus 3. Now, minus 5n plus 2n will give us minus 3n. Minus 3n plus 3n will give us 0. So we're now left with minus 2 plus 3. Definitely will give us 1. So what we have at last is 3 raised to the power 1. That means the answer is actually 3. That's the answer of this SSC question. I want to look at another interesting question. 625 raised to the power 3 over 8 times 5 raised to the power 1 over 2 divided by 5 raised to the power 2. Now, if you look at this question, which is also an SSC question, you find out that there's a high number here, 625. How do we get it to be in base 5? Just write 625. Though your calculator can do that. Maybe next time we look at how we can use it to do that. It can do that for you. Okay, now I want to look at another question from SSCs. 625 raised to the power 3 over 8 times 5 raised to the power 1 over 2 divided by 5 raised to the power 2. You observe that the base here is 5, so we must convert everything to the same common base. So what do we do to this 625? Though with your calculator you can get it fast, but for average learners, let me also do some work here. Just use 5 because we know that a number that ends with 5 can be divided by 5 conveniently. 5 divided 6 is actually 1. Remember that one, put that one here, become 12. 5 divided 12 is actually 2. Remember that 2, put that 2 here, equals 25. 5 divided 25 is 5. 5 again. 5 divided 12 will give us 2. Remember 2. 5 to 25 will give us 5. 5 again. 5 divided 25 is 5. 5 divided 5 is actually 1. Now, from what we have done, you notice that 5 is how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 5s. That means that 625 is same thing as 5 raised to the power 4. But we have 3 over 8. That means times 3 over 8 times 5 raised to the power 1 over 2 divided by 5 raised to the power 2. Okay, so this thing means 5 raised to the power 4 times 3 is 12. Or, let me not go to that element. Let me just cancel it out. That means 4 here 1, 4 divided 8 is 2. So we have 5 raised to the power 3 over 2 times 5 raised to the power 1 over 2 divided by 5 raised to the power 2. I should be careful here not to cancel out the base because we don't have x or y or n anywhere and no equality sign here. So we can be able to know what the examiner is actually looking for. So what do? We maintain 5, following the laws of indices. 3 over 2 times means plus 1 over 2, divide means minus 2. And if you look at this carefully, in solving board mass, you know that if you have the same denominator, it is the same thing as saying 3 plus 1 over 2 minus 2. And that is same thing as saying 5 raised to the power 4 over 2 minus 2, which finally will give us 5 raised to the power 0, because 4 divided 2 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. Now 5 to the power 0 definitely is not the final answer. We know that in the laws of indices that a number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. That means in that SSC question, this long equation here, the final answer is 1.